In order for your NPC to correctly use all animations from this table, you need to go to this BP NPC base class. Copy these functions into the class of your main NPC character. You can just copy them. All of these functions are actually similar to each other, but they differ in that you can use some different logic in them. You also need to add an interface. Don't mind us, we'll fix all that now. First, we need to copy the event data. Set tools MC and event clear tools mesh. We can copy them to any location, for example, to the event graph. Now we need to add the data components of the static meshes. Here we simply do a refresh. After that, we are left with the last step, which is to copy the schedule. We can also just highlight it in the VPN PC base and copy this entire node. Now your NPC will correctly use all these values on animations, animation delays, and so on. Let's briefly approach these functions. These events are triggered when the NPC reaches its point to start its task, either working, resting, sleeping, and so on. As you can see, they're all signed. There are also events with the end of these actions, so you can use any logic you want. I have added these functions here as an example. You can remove them and use your own. Here in these functions, I use a check to see which index the working spline is currently using on the NPC. Whether it is worth doing animations on this spline, start animation and time duration animation. Whether it's worth adding any meshes with tools, weapons, and so on. We then take all this information, turn in the direction of the arrow. We do a delay and play another animation. So we have an animation of the start of the job. We have an animation of the duration of the job. Here, as you can see, the logic may be slightly different. It's more simple. Here we only use one type of animation, or rather two types. It's just the start and duration animation, and the turning of our character towards the direction of this belt. Here we just have a stop animation going on. Stopping animations. We turn off these actions. Please note that these variables are mandatory. That's it. After that, everything will work. Thank you for your attention.